Good morning, all of you. How are you all? I hope you are all well and fine. Very good. Yes, I can see you putting your thumbs up. Who's this? Divyam Vijay. Yes. Prithveer, everyone. Very good. Give me a big smile, all of you. Give me a big smile. Very good. Nice smiles, all of you. Okay, we were doing nouns. Okay, and I gave you a small homework. Did you all do that? Did you all do that homework I gave you? Okay, let's discuss that. If you have not done, then let's see what happens today. Will you be able to answer or not? Okay. So, first sentence was, what were you supposed to do? You have to pick out the nouns in the sentences and you had to state whether they are proper, common, abstract or collective nouns. Okay. So first one is Virat Kohli is the captain of the team. He is an inspiring leader. So what is the first noun over here? Who can answer me? What is the What is the first noun? Yes, Arnav. Arnav Kabra. Yes. Very good. Virat Kohli is the proper noun. And what is the other noun in the sentence? What is the other noun in the sentence? Yes. What is the other noun in the sentence? Athar Sharma. Athar Sharma. Yes.
Ma'am, the other noun in the sentence is he.
He is pronoun, beta. He is pronoun. Yes. Think. Okay, I'll give you a hint. There is a collective noun also. Can you see a collective noun over there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what's that?
Ma'am, Virat Kohli is a cricketer and he is a good player. That is the sentence.
He is an
Please tell
inspiring
me
leader.
one.
Virat Kohli is the captain of the team. Okay. Anybody else who can answer? Yes. Ashray Lalwani. Ashray Lalwani. Yes.
Ma'am, the other noun in the sentence is team. It is a collective noun.
And team is the collective noun, yes. And captain. Captain is the common noun. Okay, captain is the common noun. And leader. Leader is also the common noun. Okay. Now, second sentence. The fleet of ships has returned to the port. Okay, class 16. Yes, you can all hear me. Class 60, can you all hear me? Raise your thumbs. Can you all hear me? Yes. Okay, very good. So I had given you a piece of homework and now we are doing that. Second sentence is the fleet of ships has returned to the port. So what is the noun here? Which noun is here? Yes, Mihika Singh. Mihika? Fleet. Yes, fleet of ships. What kind of noun is it, beta? Collective noun. Very good. This is collective noun. Yes. And we have one more noun here, which is P-O-R-T, port. Port is the common noun. Okay, port is the common noun. Now, third one. The deer grazing in the field were chased away by a pack of wolves. So, the deer grazing in the field were chased away by a pack of wolves. Who can tell me the noun here? Mehan. Yes, dear is the common noun. Very good. Dear is the common noun. Do we have any other noun here, children? Do we have any other noun here? Yes, who can answer me? Bhavya Agarwal? Bhavya Agarwal?
Ma'am, a pack of wolves.
Very
Collective
good.
noun.
Very good. Pack of wolves is collective noun. Okay? Yes. Then, do we have any other noun in this sentence? Any other noun in this sentence? Do we have any other noun? Yes. Here? Any other noun in this sentence? Yes, Manas? Manas Chakkar? Manas Chakkar? No working. 16 not working. Okay, Mehika has already answered. This seems to be stopped. The video is flowing. Okay. Yes, Anshpal. Beta, grazing is the verb. Okay, it shows action happening. Okay, I will tell you. Field is the noun. Field is the common noun. Okay, field is the common noun. Now, our principal has both wisdom and knowledge. Our principal has both wisdom and knowledge. So, who can answer me over here? Okay, Virat. Virat Pari. Yes. First noun is principal, it's a common noun. Yes, very good. Knowledge is the abstract noun and wisdom is the abstract. Very good, Virat. Very good. Clap for yourself. Very good. Yes. So, principle is common noun and wisdom and knowledge abstract nouns. Yesterday I told you the feelings which you can only feel and not touch and see. So, love is one abstract noun. So, wisdom and knowledge are also abstract nouns. Okay, last one. Doctors use a thermometer to measure temperature. Doctors use a thermometer to measure temperature. Who can answer? Okay. Who can answer me here? Akshay Srivastav.
Ma'am, doctor is a common noun.
Yes. Doctor is a common noun. Yes.
And ma'am, thermometer. And ma'am, thermometer is a neuter noun.
Thermometer is a common noun again.
Yes, ma'am.
And temperature, where is it?
Ma'am, I think, ma'am, that was a neuter noun. Neuter noun.
I don't know where's that. Okay, speak loudly, beta. Okay. Avika. Yes, Avika. Avika.
Ma'am, doctor is common noun and
Yes.
thermometer also common noun.
Okay, fine. Doctor is a common noun, thermometer is a common noun, and temperature is an abstract noun. Okay, temperature is an abstract noun. Okay, so now we'll move on further with our nouns, and I'll show you. Okay. Why, Keshav? settings. Okay, who's that? Daksh Sharma. Yes, Daga. Adish Bajpayee. I can see you scribbling over here. Rudra Pratap. You are scribbling over here. I'll remove you from the class. Okay, children. Yes. Now we'll see the formation of abstract nouns. Okay. How are abstract nouns formed? See, brave. Okay. So brave, you add ry and it becomes bravery. Then loneliness. Of course, the spelling changes. Bravery, B-R-A-V-E-R-Y. Loneliness, L-O-N-E-L-I-N-E-S-S. Then friendship, okay. Then health, heal plus th. Then great plus ness, greatness. Equal plus ity, equality. Okay. So this way. Then you see here from common nouns. So students become study. Enemy becomes enmity. Servant becomes service. Festival becomes festivity. Okay. Now, okay, you have an exercise in front of you. Fill in the blanks with abstract nouns made from the words given in brackets. First one is, we were attracted by the dash of the mountains. So we were attracted by the beauty of the mountains. By the beauty of the mountains. From beautiful, we form the abstract noun beauty. Ram extended a hand of friendship. Okay. Jane received dash for not finishing her homework. Jane received punishment. Okay. Punishment is the answer. Modern dash have made life easy. Modern inventions. Modern inventions. Then our dash knew no bounds when India won the match. Our happiness. All dash was lost between the two neighbors. All bitterness. All bitterness. Then his dash at the school party made his friends sad. His absence. His absence. Then Geeta's dash held her back from participating in the debate. Geeta's shyness. Okay. Now, children, I will explain you countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, look here. Yes, countable and uncountable nouns. Now you have to understand it. Please pay attention, everyone. See, Okay. Can you count pencils? Can you count pencils? Yes, very good. We can count pencils, we can count books. Okay. Now, can you count milk? Can you count milk? No. Can you count money? Okay, you can count money. Very good. Okay. Mohammed Saqib, Nigel, Anmol Gupta. Very good. So, suppose you have to ask for some money from your father. Okay, Virat, Parik, Manvi, Kritvir, you want to ask for money from your father. So, what will you go and tell me? Father, give me 2 money, give me 3 money, give me 10 money. Will you go to your father and say that, give me 10 money, give me 5 money? No? What would you say? What would you say? Give me 500 rupees. Okay, give me a 100 rupee note. So what I want to tell you is, children, Shubhangi, Darsh, Manas, Mihika, what do I want to tell you is, money is uncountable. Money is uncountable. You cannot say 1 money, 2 money, 3 money, 4 money. But the notes and the coins are countable. Okay. You can say, you can go to your father and you can say, give me 2 500 rupees notes. So they are countable. Okay. Do you understand what I am trying to say? The notes, not means. Yes. So notes and coins are countable, but money is uncountable. Okay. Now let's talk about furniture. Just think and tell me, is furniture countable? Is furniture countable? Countable. Okay, Manvi, if you go to a furniture wala, okay, that means a place where you can buy some furniture. Will you go and tell him, give me 2 furniture? Give me 3 furniture? Can you say that? But you can of course say that, give me 3 tables. Give me 4 chairs. Okay, so tables and chairs and all these pieces of furniture are countable. The pieces of furniture are countable, but furniture is uncountable. Okay, so furniture is uncountable. Okay, and what is countable? Okay, similarly, if we talk about rice and milk and sugar, they are uncountable. We cannot say 1 milk or 2 rice or 3 sugar. No. What we can say is 1 glass of milk, 1 liter of milk. Okay. Do you get it? So, milk and sugar and tea, all these are uncountable nouns. Okay? Do you get it? So, if you can place, you can use, how will you find out? I have already told you one way. Just try to think. Can you say 1 money or 2 money or 1 furniture or 2 furniture? No, that would be wrong. Similarly with time. Similarly with time. Times are countable. That means I went to my friend's house 3 times. countable. Okay, times is countable, but time as such is uncountable. Okay, you cannot say 1 time, 2 time. If it is 2, it becomes times. So I went to my friend's house hundreds of times. That is countable. Okay, but time as such is not countable. Now, if you can put a or an in front of a noun, then it is countable, because a or an means 1. A or an means 1. So you can say a coin, you can say a table, you can say a chair. So that's countable. But you cannot say a money, you cannot say a furniture. Okay, so if you can put a or an before a noun, that is countable. Okay, so now okay, let's go. Okay, children, I have an exercise for you. I have an exercise for you for homework. Okay, this is your homework, children. You will do it today. Yes, I have a homework for you. Use a few, many, a little, or much in suitable places. Now, I have just told you countable and uncountable nouns. Here I am going to explain you one more point. Children, a few is used with countable nouns. A few means some. A few means some. A few is used with countable nouns. Many. Many is used with countable nouns. Okay? Both these are used with countable nouns. Okay? And a little and much, they are used with uncountable nouns. A little means some. Okay? And much is again used with uncountable nouns. Okay? So remember that a few and many will be used with countable nouns, and a little and much will be used with uncountable nouns. Now, a few is used for less number of things, and many is used for more number of things. A little is used for less quantity, and much is used for more quantity. Okay? This you have to, like we can say, a few people were present in my party. Okay? Many people were present. That means a large number of people. I have a little hope left. Okay? Of his recovery. That means he is going to get well, so there is little hope, very less hope. And I have much hope of his recovery means I have good hope. Okay. So that's you are going to do this exercise. First sentence is dash people attended the function. Second sentence is she brought dash books and distributed them among the children. Third, after dash hard work, India has won the cricket match. Fourth, dash sugar should be added to the cake. Fifth, just dash effort is needed to get good grades in class. Sixth one, two dash cooks spoil the broth. Seventh, the charity event was organized by dash eminent personalities. And the last one is the play was appreciated by dash people. Okay? So that's your homework. That's all for today, children. Okay? Yes, everyone. So that's all for today. Please be ready with your homework and tomorrow we'll meet and we'll take up some other topic. Okay? Saturday doubts class. So Monday we'll take another topic. Okay? So till we meet next time, just be happy, keep safe. Okay?